part of the reason people question whether Trey Lance is ready is it's not just like, are you ready to play football in the NFL? Are you ready to take over this team? It's not Jaguars, it's not the Jets. It's a team that went to the Final Four of the NFL. It's a team that expects to be back. And whether or not Jimmy Garoppolo is limiting them, I'm not going to say he gets them there. They get there with him. So a lot of pressure for a guy who, as you said, 19 starts since high school. What do you think?
Kay Adams went as far as to say that Trey has to be at a Mahomes level this season, that you are taking over for a top 4 team. You got to come in and have a Mahomes level rookie season, not rookie
season. As if he had like a Justin Herbert level year, people would be like, man, that's just not good enough. That is just unacceptable.
Terrible.
You're only as good as Justin Herbert? What a bum. Now, Justin Herbert's good, of course, but you have to be better than that. Are you kidding me? Okay, Kay.
And the intention, I get the intention of the statement, which is to say that the Niners' goal is obviously to get back to or further than the NFC Championship game. And therefore, her contention is that in order to do that, you need that level of quarterback play, as she's saying. My contention is that the 49ers got there with Jimmy Garoppolo's inconsistent level of quarterback play. And if I'm giving Jimmy a grade on the entire 2021 season, it's probably somewhere around a B. And so that's all we need out of Trey Lance in order to replicate what was done last season. A slightly above average quarterback play, to me, is all that's needed.
Can we talk about Patrick Mahomes for a second, that he has to have a Patrick Mahomes level season? Like his first year in 2018, it was extraordinary. One of the greatest quarterback season ever.
Ridiculous.
He threw 50 touchdown passes. The next year, but he didn't win the Super Bowl that year. No. The next year, the year he won the Super Bowl, he threw 26 touchdown passes and 5 picks. I'll take that. Is that not good enough? He threw 4,000 yards. That's it. He barely threw more than 4,000 yards, 26 touchdowns. Everyone's like, having a down season. That would be great for Trey Lance. Are you kidding? 26 touchdowns in the air, 5 picks, maybe a few more on the ground. Touchdowns on the ground. That's a Patrick Mahomes season. What are we really expecting from this guy? Yeah, that would be phenomenal. Actually, I think Jimmy had better numbers than Patrick Mahomes this year, technically.
Man.
Jimmy had a higher quarterback rating than Patrick Mahomes this year, technically.
Technically.
No one wants to talk about that, though. No one wants to talk about that. That's neither here nor there. Okay, George says because they keep comparing him to Colin Kaepernick because he's black and they think black quarterbacks can't play, they need to open their eyes. Wow, is that what it is? Like, it's like PTSD from Niner fans because of the Colin Kaepernick experience?
I hope that's not the case.
I hope that's not the case. Might be, though. Grant, you were at camp last year. Who looked better? Between Trey and Jimmy? I thought it was Trey. Jimmy threw 11 picks and 11 touchdowns in camp. I thought that was alarming. Everyone else was like, nah, he's working on stuff. Yeah, he's a worker.
You were very clear in your coverage of the excitement that you got. I mean, I felt inspiration coming from you in the way in which you spoke about Trey Lance. Like, it got me excited.
Maybe I oversold it, but I feel like the things I was excited about started to show in the second half of that Houston game. Just the way Kyle called the game. The one in Arizona was so frustrating. I was like, what are you doing?
Oh, my God.
What are you doing? You didn't do this to him in training camp. Like, let him run the offense. Let him throw down the field. Let him do play action. And then, boom, freaking did. Jimmy has more – it's almost like he had to earn it, though. Kyle's like, you have to do X, Y, Z before I let you look good. And then he did. And then, boom, Kyle's like, all right, let's go out. Let's take some shots. I like that.
Kyle is very much about earning things. Yeah. Like he is all about you gotta earn this, young gentleman.
You gotta work up to this. I'm not gonna let you just take bombs down the field until you can hit this slant right here. Fair. All right, man. Jimmy has more rings than every active quarterback. LOL. True. Hilarious. Salasafati says Trey will continue to suffer through unfair scrutiny unless he is Mahomes because he doesn't play quarterback like all the white 1990s quarterbacks do, like Lamar. Oh, man. Wow. This is going to be a good time, man. The Trey Lance era is going to be very, very interesting. I do think he plays quarterback a lot different than Colin, though.
Yes, that doesn't seem like a fair comparison. Their running styles are completely different. I would argue that Trey strikes me as a much more adept pocket passer at this particular point in his career.
Also, their way they threw was different. Kaepernick was very proud, bordering on arrogant with his throwing. He was saying, I'm not into mechanics. Like I could have been a pitcher in the MLB. He basically felt he was good. And Lance is he's working every offseason with this guru, that John Beck, I don't think he looks at it. I've never heard Trey Lance say he's not big into mechanics. And as soon as Kaepernick said that, I'm like, man, I'm a little bit out on you. Like, I thought you were one of the best. I thought also he was I thought he was an Andrew Luck level prospect. When he was doing his thing in 2012 and 2013, I'm like, damn, he is like as good he's better than Cam Newton. He's on Andrew Luck's level. But then when he started saying stuff like, well, I don't know about mechanics, I'm like, man, you're not gonna keep improving. We all assumed you would, because you're such a hard worker. But anyway, that's the difference I see between
He was a definite gym rat, but he may not have had that same passion for the playbook and the mechanics like that.
Passion, honesty, self-awareness. Well, I don't know what you want to call it, but he was very adamant that he was like, well, look at Phillip Rivers. He's weird. I can throw. I feel like he's probably got coaches were heckling him about his throwing motion his whole life. And he proved people wrong for a long time. And that was his way of, I've been right about this. I'm going to stick to my gun. Anyway, it's enough. Sports is a show me business. Until Trey shows his greatness, there will be doubt around him, and sorry for your loss. That's true. It's true. And as you said, he's taken over a top four team.